All right, so next up from SIPA, Lyle Del Mundo. Give it up.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Okay.
you. Just we're working on the video. Maybe
Okay.
just go ahead and introduce yourself, and then
Sure. My name is Lyle Del Mundo, and I am father of three, born and raised in Chicago. Anyway, okay, so video's up. Great. So thanks, Arnold, for hosting today's event. I don't know if I will be able to top Chris's song, his a cappella, but I'll try, hopefully. But good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. And it's happy hour here in Hi-Fi. Just wanted to thank everyone for taking their time out of your Saturday afternoon to join me, and a special guest who I'll get to in a minute. Again, my name is Lyle Del Mundo, your happy hour host and current president at SIPA. For those of you that are not familiar with SIPA, Search to Involve Filipino Americans is one of the oldest Filipino American nonprofit organizations based in historic Filipino town. We've been serving the community for 48 years and mostly known for our programs that best cater to youth and families. Our three pillars are health and human services, small business and community economic development, and lastly, providing arts and cultural education events and resources. While our mission is to enhance quality of life of Filipino Americans, SIPA's impact runs deep across the diverse local community as we offer programs across different socioeconomic needs and different languages, whether it's English, Spanish, or Tagalog. Now, being that this is a fundraiser for COVID-19 relief efforts that our sister organization, PWC, provides, we'd like to encourage folks to donate by raffling off a new Jollibee delivery Funko Pop that is exclusively sold in the Philippines. This is installed here in the States. So as everyone knows, it is very difficult to even travel to the Philippines now. So between now and what's my time, 5 p.m., those of you that donate will be entered to win. Okay, so to adjust a few things before I bring out my guest, I just wanted to let everyone know, if you have driven past our offices on 3200 West Temple and saw that it's being torn down, SIPA is not going anywhere. I repeat, SIPA is not going anywhere, but we are temporarily moving offices to Eagle Rock Plaza on the second floor, right across from Fitness 19, when the mall is able to open back up. Now, we've been working on this legacy project from our past leaders to redevelop our current offices into 63 units of available affordable housing and mixed-use community space, which we have named Hi-Fi Collective. This reimagined new vision of SIPA wouldn't have happened without you guys, our community partners, supporters, donors, believers, and SIPA leadership. Definitely would like to give a shout out to our development partner, Link Housing. Now due to the pandemic, unfortunately lost our leader, Executive Director John Eric Swing, late June due to COVID-19. I wanted to ask if you guys could continue to send your love, prayers, and good vibes to John's wife and kids. COVID-19 is not a joke, so please take it seriously. Be careful and responsible. Do your part. Wear a mask. Continue to wash your hands and social distance as much as you can. Obviously, being that we're Filipino, we love to party a lot, and that's what today is all about. It's a happy hour that we're celebrating. But this virus doesn't discriminate, and not only has affected our community physically, but financially. Two of our SIPA supporters and community supporters who are small business owners recently affected by COVID-19, and wanted to ask everyone that has ever ate at Mamser or Bebot to please continue to support Chef Charles Olalia and Chef AC Burrell and their staff and families. Charles unfortunately made the announcement yesterday that they are permanently closing their doors at Mamser, and AC last week made the announcement that unfortunately their kitchen burned down. So being that said, when they are back up and running, order takeout, delivery, because both have dedicated their life to share their exceptional talent that uplifts our community to the masses. Trying to think what else. Okay, so anyway, I'd like to ask my special guest to join us. Is he on yet, Rodney? Oh, okay. Let me just ping him. Let's see here. Sorry about that. You know, there's traffic, so sorry, traffic. Maybe I should do my a cappella song now. What do you guys think?
Hi.
All right. Yay.
Hi.
Okay, so well, I'd like to introduce my special guest today, who is a Filipino theater and film producer based in New York, actually, who I always run into in the Philippines. He is known for being a 3-time Tony Award winner and received his first Grammy in 2017. He was awarded by Malacanang the Pamana ng Pilipino Award for his nonprofit, non-commercial work, and for being the first Filipino citizen to win both a Tony and Grammy. And most recently, he is also co-producer of Lingua Franca, which is out now. So please watch it on Netflix. Please meet my very talented friend, Mr. Jhett Tolentino. How are you, bro?
Hey, Lyle. Good to see you. You cleaned up.
Yeah, just for you. Just
New
for
hair, shaving. What's going on?
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you saw me like a couple of weeks ago, it wouldn't have been this way. But yeah, totally, very rough. But being that it's happy hour.
I forgot.
Oh, go get it. Go get it.
Should I? Hold on. Hold on one sec.
So anyway, Jhett Tolentino, very talented friend of mine, while he's grabbing his drink. For those of you guys know, obviously Happy Hour is a celebration, which was first founded in the Philippines, actually, back in the late 1500s. No, I'm BSing you guys. It really wasn't founded in the Philippines. I really don't know where it was founded. But anyway, Jett, can you hear me still? Anyway,
what are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking. Cheers!
Cheers!
Truly, it's
seltzer.
Yeah, it's mango lemonade seltzer. Seltzer, hard seltzer. Yeah.
I thought we were doing wine or something.
Yeah, not me. I'm gonna. By the time end of our conversation, I'll have already done 5 of these.
Right.
Anyway,
yeah, this is my 3rd Zoom meeting for today too. So.
Oh wow!
I need a drink.
I love it. What time is it there now? Like 7:30?
7:25.
Oh wow. Okay. So anyway, congrats on Lingua Franca.
Thank you.
I wanted to start and get into the thick of it because I remember early 2018. You started talking to me about this project.
Right.
And obviously it's amazing that it finally has come on the global stage, like Netflix, obviously you partnered with our neighbor, in historic Filipino town, Ava DuVernay.
Yeah. Love your neighborhood.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, to give you a proper tour next time you're in town. But can you how was the process from now to when we were first talking about it? I think it was like January or Feb of 2018
yeah.
to now.
Yeah, well, we actually launched the film in January with a fundraising on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I remember. I
Yeah,
remember
so we raised $30,000 there. This is in addition to some grants that the film has won, because San Francisco Film gave us grant money. Tribeca Film Institute gave us money, and then along the road, other grants poured in. But it was tough in the beginning because, again, during that time, correct me if I'm wrong, but prior to this, I can't remember if there had been a Filipino film that was a co-production. Well, there had been, but I'm trying to say Lingua Franca was registered under the U.S. laws, so we had to go through unions, all that stuff. With so, and then we have Hollywood actors also.
Yeah.
Of course, after us, Yellow Rose, or we're around the same time. But again, prior to that, I don't remember because most Filipino films that were shot here were all registered in the Philippines, right?
Yep.
So, but this one is registered here, the company. So, as a commercial producer myself, my challenge was to appeal to the Filipino Americans who have quite a bit of money. Why do I have to produce this film?
That's not me. That's just
yes, in general, and it's also an appeal to those who have extra, because I'm trying to wage this revolution for the Filipino artists and for the Philippines. That we should be making more films, because again, Philippine cinema just celebrated 100 years, right? Last year, 2019, but there's still no notable Filipino film that really broke through the mainstream.
Yeah,
we don't have the Parasite, we don't have the Farewell, even the Joy Luck Club back almost 30 years ago. So, and to think that Philippine cinema probably is one of the earliest cinemas in Southeast Asia or in the whole Asia. So my team has been trying to identify why that is. And to me, again, as a commercial producer, things that I've done on Broadway, what really sells is that you attach with named actors. That's generally people will be attracted to it, and also distributor. And then whatever that kind of film is secondary. So, and again, this kind of film is also a bit of a challenge to mount because of the subject matter. It's not your typical melodramatic Filipino film. So nothing was kidnapped here. No one is a mistress.
Yep.
No one was thrown a cocktail in their face.
Yep.
Or, it's not just, I would say that this...
No disrespecting in this.
Yeah, exactly. Because, there's a market to that. Our studios in the Philippines have successfully produced and raised billions in box office revenue. But that's just for Filipino consumption, though.
Yep.
What I'm trying to have a point here is we should have a platform that we could make it across to the global mainstream. And, and how to do that. Because again, in terms of general distribution, a Filipino film that was still under the radar of the global film industry is General Luna at $5.6 million. So we're right there.
Yeah.
So we can't even, there's a long way to go. But again, we're just there. Hold on, I think I muted. When I across the board, many top critics in the country, and it also won the Grand Prix in Paris in November at the 20 in Texas, special in Bentonville. We won. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Jett.
Sorry. Yeah,
No
I'm
worries.
sorry. I don't know what happened.
No worries. Keep drinking. Keep drinking.
Yeah, I think it was reminding me to have a sip because
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So I would say that this film has that kind of pedigree that
Oh, I agree.
across the board. Again, the top critics. I mean, my God, did you see the reviews from IndieWire, Rolling
Oh, yeah.
Stone? Like love letters to heaven.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping that I'd still be able to afford Isabel next year.
Oh, yeah.
Because but with Isabel is that I think that she is becoming. This is my personal opinion. She will disagree, but in just her career path, I'm thinking that to me, she's like the next Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, I love it. Just hearing
You know
it.
why? Okay, because here's the thing. Isabel did not go to film school, same as Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah.
Isabel doesn't like to mention this, but she actually graduated summa cum laude at University of San Carlos in Cebu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she got her. I believe her. I think that's sociology or philosophy that degree, and then she had her master's at NYU Stern School of Business, so she's very savvy in marketing. Yeah, but she's self-taught. She's been into independent films since she was younger, so she's quite a legit auteur.
Yeah.
And when you read her script, again, her style, and my God, making this film wearing 5 hats.
Yeah. Man,
writer,
multi-talented.
director, producer, editor, and actor. I mean, to me, when we say that, oh, you're gonna edit it too, it's like it's a conflict of interest because mostly editors are also focused on the framework of the project, and of course the director has a different perspective, and so is the writer. So, but what I appreciate so much about her is that she can be very objective whichever hat she wears at a certain time, and she's very collaborative. So again, Filipino communities here in North America, we have someone great coming up that will take us all the way there.
Oh,
So
I love it.
Watch out.
I love it. Hearing that she was self-taught, actually, recently, there's another great talent within our community. His name's Anthony Francisco. And, we recently interviewed him as well. He's the senior visual director at Marvel Studios.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah, so he's the one, and rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. He's the one that actually did costume design for the Dormilash, the Black Panthers, army, the female army, which was inspired by indigenous Filipino tribes.
Nice.
Yeah. But himself, same thing. He did not go to art school, self-taught, and just like Isabel, that's just kind of a testimony of just the natural ability that, Filipinos have, right? If they're passionate, about, creative, career paths, obviously our parents don't usually encourage us to do that. They want us to be a nurse or,
Right.
lawyer or whatever. But, it's a good time now, where there's organizations like, FilAm Creative and, SIPA, PwC that actually are starting to nurture and, support creative career paths,
Yeah.
for the community, by providing like platforms like this, accessibility to knowledge like this, to hear these type of stories.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious is, how did it end up getting in the hands, of Ava?
Yeah. Oh well, I'll just add to just what you said. I don't want to take away the spotlight from
Yeah,
Ava.
yeah.
But just like me too, I'm self-taught as well. My degree is in accounting, but here I am trying to trying to test the waters of the entertainment industry since 2011. But I love the process. I love being a part of something creative that lasts forever and actually affects a lot of lives in a good way.
Mhm.
So that's good, and I'm glad to hear about SIPA as well. But as how Lingua Franca got into the hands of Ava, actually we visited Array last year. We
Oh,
were
okay.
there in between film festivals, God forbid, because we were shopping. Of course, we were shopping around
Yeah.
For a distributor. We got Luxbox based in Paris to represent us globally,
Okay.
except for Southeast Asia and the Philippine territories. But and then we had a world premiere in Venice, and Isabel made a big splash there as the first trans woman in the top billing to be in the competition. So her Rolling Stone spread with alongside Brad Pitt. Ugh, it's a shame, but so that was quite something again to because Lingua Franca is the first film in the world to be written and directed by a trans woman, not just
Love
anybody,
it.
not
Love
just
it.
any trans, but a trans woman of color, Filipino.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she broke too many glass ceilings, pink glass or
Yes.
purple glass ceilings.
Representation matters.
Yeah, so we were in LA on multiple assignments, of course. I was trying. The team was trying to get the rights of a certain Filipino. You'll know about it soon.
Yeah.
Which you also got that. And then while we were in LA, we decided to connect with Array, and we stayed a couple of hours in Array. Nice space. I mean,
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
compound
Beautiful.
is fantastic. It's so unassuming because outside it seems like there's
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
going on there, right? Like, but
Yeah.
once you get inside, oh my God, it's massive.
Yeah. The
So-
theater, the mural of the
Yeah.
other building. Yeah.
Yeah, Ava wasn't there at that time, but that was that. We were just doing an introduction of our team to Array, and they put us under the radar.
Love it.
And since Venice, Lingua Franca made another big history in London, being two things. Lingua Franca is the first Filipino film to make it to competition, and BFI London has been out for 63 years. So not one Filipino film made it to competition, and it was nominated for Best Film alongside Monos and Honey Boy.
Oh,
So those were our competition in London. So 10 films made it to the in the main competition. So we were nominated for Best Film. Monos won the Best Film, but again, for the first Filipino film to make it to the competition, and of course, Isabel being the first Filipino director to be
Yeah.
in the competition as well. So that was quite a feat. And then from there, we went to Busan for Asian premiere, and it just took off from there. I lost count. I went to 20 countries last year. My body was like, what time zone is it? But
So sometimes you'll text me and I'm like, dude, it's
Yes.
like 3 a.m. I'm like,
yeah, but it's 5 p.m. somewhere else.
yeah.
So so yeah, it's I cannot believe, but let me take that back. I reading the script back in 2017, I knew the project is quite promising.
Yeah.
But again, to mount it is very challenging because of the subject. We're in Trump America. But again, we were fueled by that time when Trump announced that LGBTQ cannot serve the military. So that's another
Oh,
angle
yeah.
that we want to, oh my God, we have to make this film. So, and it's very timely. And now I'm so glad that Array took us to Netflix and be out prior to election. you know,
Yes.
Because, hey, you've seen the film. So we have, whose voice over there all throughout the film.
Yep.
And we're again, but it's not, I'm trying to appeal to the 5 million Filipinos in Canada and America.
North America.
Because I'm getting a lot of feedback from our community. It's like split, and it's like leaning towards not liking it because of the ending and stuff like that. But again, I was trying to tell them that have an open mind, because the kind of filmmakers we are is to, again, give light to the underrepresented, things that you would never think that you would see on screen, because us Filipinos growing up with our culture, and we yearn to the melodramatic type of movies, and to have something like this, it's like a shock to them.
Oh yeah.
Some don't quite get it. Some would just say, she should have just taken him. She would have been citizen by now, and things like that. But then that would be a different movie. To me, I love it because Olivia stood up for herself, for women empowerment, that you don't need a man for your existence. You are your own entity. You have your own mind and free will to decide for your future. And you cannot be played, not any man you could allow to play with your emotions and the predicament that you're going through. It's just not fair. So that's what this is all about. The resilience of an immigrant story. And to me, that's really doing a great service to a lot of people, especially women who are independent of men in their existence, especially now trans, so.
Yes. Oh no, thank you. I mean, that's
sorry, I'm not sure, but because of Array, so our film aligns with Array's mission.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, we checked all the boxes.
Oh, totally,
right?
Totally.
That's why even if we are under Luxbox for 13 years for North America, we had to introduce Array because we know Array could represent us much better in North America region. So we had to cut a slice of that territory to be with Array.
Yes. Which is amazing.
So it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Ava, Tolentino Mercedes, they do an amazing job of, obviously helping amplify the voices of people of color, underrepresented voices, and, unfortunately, like when you first approached me about this project in, early 2018, SIPA, or even myself, we didn't have that relationship with Array yet. Because they actually, back then, they just moved into historic Filipino town. So, they're still getting to know, who their neighbors were. But, this would have been, the perfect match for me to connect to early then, if, But I mean, you found your way. You found your way.
You didn't give him the the very accommodating Filipino welcome in your neighborhood.
Oh yeah, totally. We brought
very hospitality.
Yeah, we when we first met with them and a lot of the other studios in Hi-Fi, that's we greeted them obviously with palms down. We just wanted to welcome them to the neighborhood, introduce ourselves, and see how we could support. That was kind of our approach on how we connected with a lot of the studios. But we would have welcomed them into, SIPA's offices, at the time, but, we didn't want them to leave their shoes at the door, just like, just like how we ask everyone else out.
Hey,
So,
you know what they say when you're in Rome?
oh
you know.
yeah. But thank you for sharing that story. Definitely, I mean, this film is really going to, help amplify, Filipino talent, Filipino voices, people like
Yeah.
yourself, and I'm so proud, when we met up last November, right? When you
Yeah.
were here at
Yeah,
TCL.
you went to our
Yeah, yeah.
US premiere. Yeah,
Yeah.
FIFI.
That's why I was like, I don't remember seeing Ava there, but
No, we were not. We were not with Ava yet at that time.
oh, okay,
We were
okay.
still trying to identify. We've interviewed a lot of groups, a lot of
Mm.
distributor, but but since from we did Hawaii, also we did Palm Springs, we did San Diego. So there's I think that added to our resume as well.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
it's good on paper, aside from checking all Ava's boxes in terms of qualification to represent a film. Yeah, so it to me it's like a match made in heaven.
Oh, totally. It's most definitely. I 100%. Like this is really going to transcend, a lot of
Yeah.
Filipino films. But anyway, being that we're in this pandemic, I wanted to ask you, and we chatted about this like months ago, and I didn't realize that you were still in the Philippines.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so tell me your experience getting stuck in the Philippines, when they shut down everything.
Yeah. So I'll take you back March 16th, the night I left New York City, JFK. I was on my way to Phnom Penh in
Okay.
Cambodia to represent Lingua Franca because we were selected there for the Cambodia International Film Festival, which is pretty big, right?
Oh, huge.
So the festival paid for everything. I had a 5-star hotel,
Oh,
and I
love
was
it.
so excited because I've never been to Cambodia. Yay! It was
Yeah.
my first time. So here I was, jolly, happy, looking forward to it. And I was so glad to leave New York because Broadway just shut down March 12th.
Yeah.
And at that time, New York was the epicenter. And Jackson Heights is next to Elmhurst.
Oh.
So if New York is the epicenter, Elmhurst the epicenter of New York.
Oh man.
That's how bad it was. It was like, I'm out of here. Bye. So, so more reason for me to go. So okay, so I went. And I'm very patriotic. Of course, I took Philippine Airlines from straight flight, 16 and a half hours, New York to Manila. And I had a connecting flight. I arrived Manila March 17th, 7:30 a.m. And my flight to Cambodia, same day, was 9 p.m. So I just went to my sister's condo to switch my luggage because I was only going to be in Phnom Penh for 5 nights, right?
Yeah.
When I got out of Naiya, there was nobody. I did not know that Manila was in lockdown as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
no taxis, nothing?
Well, I had to wait for a Colorum car
okay.
that charged me a fortune,
Yeah.
But you gotta do it because nobody's driving. So, and then while I was in my sister's condo, so I was in contact with the festival as to what's happening. So at 4 p.m., the king of Cambodia announced that he's shutting down the country.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
what?
Okay. So what was I to do? Wait a minute. What was I to do? So okay. I mean, leaving New York, I was already thinking of staying in Manila longer after the festival because it wasn't safe to stay here, right? So I said, okay. That was it. So I had to stay in Manila for 137 days.
Oh,
the first because in a studio condo, 22 square meters, with no floor. I had to do my own laundry by
Wow.
hand.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Jett. Hello. Jett.
Okay, just had a quick drink break. All right. So
Okay, cool. We're back.
so I was there. But my God, I daily regimen is that I maintain 10,000 steps. As you know, when they medical experts say, when you do 10,000 steps a day, you don't have to exercise. I hate sweating. I've never gone to the gym in my life. I don't do that.
Okay.
I just don't. I'm very OCD. I don't want to touch anyone else's things that, they're sweating and all that.
Yeah.
I'm OCD.
Okay.
So I'm not affected with the pandemic because I'm OCD by itself. So I'm good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I circle around inside the very tiny studio condo while watching Netflix to do my 10,000 steps a day. Because can't go out. When you go out in the Philippines, you need a quarantine pass.
Yep.
Well, I first of all, it's 90 degrees every day and humid. I can't walk around Manila. So I stayed in. I'd watch the news on YouTube from the US, ABC News Live, and just Netflix. So I stayed creative that way. I've read a lot of scripts. I've read a couple of books. And there was one time that there was an earthquake, 3 a.m. I was lying in bed watching.
Oh my gosh.
And then the bed fell and I fell too.
Oh my God. If 2020 couldn't get worse.
And you have to remember, I was on the 23rd floor. Okay.
Oh wow.
So
shit.
Yeah.
Holy God.
Running down the stairs because by the time I reached 10th floor, everything will crumble down, right?
Oh my goodness.
It was terrifying. But it's known that when you live in Manila in a high rise, so you have I maintained a 5-liter gallon, a 5-liter water under the table with snacks. I jumped under the table and just hunkered down. I grabbed my passport. I grabbed my MacBook and my cell phone. That's it. In my underwear. That's it. Because what would be the chances? If every skyscrapers in Metro Manila fall down, I will be the first to be rescued. The ones in DGP in Pacific Towers will be the first to be rescued. So that's why you have to prepare for at least a week of water and food. So I was hugging the 5-liter water.
So it was water, snacks.
Snacks, yes, I had. Do you know the sunshine?
Your briefs, and passport.
That's it. Hey, it's 3 a.m. That's it. Just the essentials.
Yeah.
Just the essentials. Yeah, and it's terrifying. And I was also there when the volcano erupted. So,
Oh yeah. We were there at the same time. Actually, I was there in January too.
Yeah. That was prior to the lockdown, but then again, I already went back here.
Yeah.
So and then when I noticed that the COVID cases were spiking up in July.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I have to get out of here. So I rebooked my flight. It's rough because before the pandemic, Philippine Airlines flies 5 times a week, Manila, New York, nonstop, right?
Yeah.
And now it's only once a week.
Oh my gosh.
So the long list for people to I want to get out of here.
Until today, it's only once a week? Oh my gosh.
Of course, it's still once a week.
Oh,
I mean, who would want to go to Manila when the cases are exploding? We just surpassed Indonesia. We're number one now. We surpassed China. Forget about Indonesia. I mean, China and all that. So, who would want to go there? People are getting out of Manila now. So yeah, once a week. So I said I'm at it. So I arrived New York midnight of July 31st. And I
Gotcha.
quarantined for 2 weeks. And then I got my swab test. I'm negative, never been exposed, negative to antibody. So I never had that because I always have my mask and I have my face shield on. People
Yeah.
look at me like I'm alien here, but I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. Better safe
It's
than
a
sorry.
choice.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that has been my pandemic situation. I stayed creative. That's the bottom line. I mean, because depression can only knock. Because I was on my own.
Yeah.
I can't even see my family because there are no local flights to Iloilo.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's where your family is. Yeah. For
yeah.
sure.
So you can. I mean, I watch Netflix movies like at least 3 movies a day.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what else can you do, right?
Yeah. No,
I
for
would
sure.
go out to take the grocery every
Oh
five
yeah.
to 7 days. Yeah.
How does
that's it.
that work? Like, there's no DoorDash, so like, is it like one pass per household or something? Like, how did?
Yeah. Yeah, but gladly the condo building that I was in was right next to Walter Mart.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I know which time to go because
Yeah.
like if you do the line to go in, so I can look at my window and just see if okay, it's clear. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I wish we could, well, we could continue drinking after this, but anyway, our time is almost over.
Yeah.
Um,
It's 8.
yeah, real quick. What are some of your upcoming projects?
Well, my upcoming film is also with Isabel Sandoval. And Isabel Sandoval. It's
Love it.
called Park Avenue.
Okay.
It's on a different, separate, on the other side of the spectrum. It's about an ambitious immigrant who got married into the old money of New York, old
Oh,
Jewish
wow.
money,
Wow.
and the length she has to maintain, the length she has to go through to maintain power and influence in high society New York.
Wow.
And we have Sharon Cuneta to play that immigrant.
Oh,
She-
wow.
She's signed, and Tony Labrusca and Jody Santa Maria are the other two that will be coming from the Philippines. We will shoot here. Hopefully, if we get the vaccine before the year is over, we can shoot by spring next year. So hopefully, it could be our follow-up to Lingua Franca. Again, showcasing the different stories of immigrants. But
Yeah.
there will be at least 2 A-list Hollywood actors to join them in the cast. So
Oh,
that's my
wow.
next project.
That is amazing. We're definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's 5 o'clock now. Let me just give our final remarks. But thank you again for joining us. For happy hour, the Strengthen Community live charity event. Obviously, bro, thank you again for spending your time with me.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank FilAm Creative, for having us, and those who have donated to the PWC COVID relief efforts. I'll be making an announcement later on who the winner is of our little Jollibee raffle. So please,
I want that.
yeah, oh, yeah. Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, I got you.
I want palabok with chicken joy.
Oh no, it's like the Jollibee,
What?
like it's like the Jollibee.
Oh.
Funko. Yeah.
Oh,
So it's not-
cool.
Yeah, it's not this one.
Nice.
But, yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, so please, follow Jett, which is at JHETT_TOLENTINO, and myself at I Am of the World. And please follow at SIPA Cares for updates involved, with our programs. That's it, bro. Everyone be safe, be healthy, be easy.
Wait,
Oh, go ahead.
don't forget to check out Lingua Franca on Netflix.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. My
And
apologies.
I'd appreciate the rating after you're done.
Yes. Definitely need
and-
to keep empowering, our creative talent. And definitely we appreciate your inspiration.
Thanks, Lyle.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Okay, bro.